Hi, it's Kerri with Usborne Books and More, and let's go through some of our new titles that are here in January of 2017. So the first one I want to take a look at is Lift the Flap First Math. These are going to be for your really little kids, kindergartners, first graders, just starting to learn how to do math. Covers addition and subtraction, so when it says 3, we open it up and we find 3 eggs in the nest. 1 butterfly plus 1 butterfly equals 2 butterflies, and so on through the book. The last few pages does cover subtraction, right in there, and more to solve. There you go. We're going to go through these kind of quickly because I have quite a few to show you. And let's take a look at one of our new illustrated books, and it's the Illustrated Classics, and it's called Huckleberry, Finn, and Other Stories. Huckleberry, Finn, and Other Stories covers Huckleberry Finn, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Kidnapped, King Solomon's Mines, White Fang, and Phantom of the Opera. It's the illustrated book, so every page has pictures on it. Let's flip back to another story. There you go. Lots and lots of pictures. Great illustrations in this book. And it's got a ton of pages in here. Over 380 pages. This is one of those smaller books that's going to look great on your bookshelf lined up. Not this one in particular, but other ones. That one I'm going to get a different one of. Okay. Above and below. It goes through different places in nature and covers things that you find above or below the surface. And it covers oceans, rainforests, the North Pole. So it's got the half page, and you turn it, and it shows you more things that are either above or below in those locales. Mountain caves above, lots of things above there. So that's above and below. We're going to look at folk art patterns to color. And this one is one of our coloring books, and it does not have, in the very beginning, it has a page here where it's colored in, but otherwise it's not colored in. And it does give some suggested colors that might go well or they might have used in those cultures, but nothing else is colored in. So that is the folk art coloring book. We have What's Below, which is one of my kids' new favorite books. It's different than Above Below. This one's What's Below. And so you open it up and you have this rainforest picture. You see this part, but then you lift this up more and you see what else is going to be below there. And this is what you see on the surface, and you open it up, and there's all these other pieces that are below the surface that you might otherwise miss. So it's a really interactive and fun one for kids to be able to see what is below the surface. We have Peek Inside Fairy Tale Cinderella. And so it's got flaps, and we're just peeking inside. It's a short story, and there's a lot to see, and there's story within under those flaps that they're going to go through. And there he comes and puts the slipper on her. We have a new series of books, and these books have wheels on them. So it's a short little story about different people getting on the Lion's bus, and they're going to end up at the fair together. So for younger kids, notice the bold outlines, the very distinctive colors, and how they contrast, and so kids are going to be able to see them very easily. And that's the bus book. 100 Things to Do in a Car Trip. So this is great for the right size for your purse or for the back seat, and kids aren't really going to lose it, but it's not a huge book to take somewhere. It's got a lot of different activities in it. This is a math maze here. We have crosswords. We have word searches. We have drawing in different, like you get to design your own cars, true, false, 100 things to do. There's games also in there for 2 people or more people, like a I Spy game, and it gives the rules for a couple different games. There's some answers in the back of the book too, in case they get lost, but there are 100 activities in this book. we have a new book called The Outdoor Book. And this is a book that's going to be great for people who aren't real familiar with the outdoors but want to be, because they love it or their kids love it and they want to learn more about it and they want to see some activities. And so these give you activities to do outside that are safe, that are fun, that are creative, and different things you can go and look for, and gives you some ideas like this is what squirrels tracks look like, and these are birds and these are deer, and can you find the difference, and what do you see on the ground. Gives them for camping, hiking, investigating the woods, going on a trail, all kinds of different outdoor activities that you can do. One of our big new books is called Complete Shakespeare. Now, this either has the complete work or the story told in brief of Shakespeare's work. And it breaks it down into comedies, which have happy endings, tragedies that have sad endings, or histories, and they're based on English history. This is an almost 500-page book, and it covers, just to make sure you see that it's not one of the illustrated ones. It's just the book. It's just the stories. At the beginning of each story is a layout that's going to introduce you to many of the characters in the story. And finally, I want to show you, people keep asking, and I always had to tell them no, but now I can say yes. Now, Usborne has 2 new bath books for babies. So these are the plastic ones where kids can chew on them, they can use them in the bath, they won't destroy them. So these are great. Farm Friends, and we have Ocean Friends. So here is just a preview of the books that are available right now in January 2017.